of the mic on tonight. With a mind so slick and a suit so clean, he's running this ring like a wrestling machine. From gold-plated deals to jaw-dropping schemes, he's the mastermind of your wildest dreams. Stand up, take note, bow down if you can. It's the Brilliant Show with the Brilliant One. He's the man.
Welcome into the Brilliant Show. Hit that like button. Check it out. We got the all Prodigy. Look at Psycho Gato already up in here. ThinkPad up in here as well. The show sucks. We know that's what you think. We're going to get ready to plug it, some stuff, and then we're going to bring in all Prodigy, no apology, Hunter Hendrix here in just a second. Go check us out on brainbustertees.com. I got an announcement coming up on the show a little bit later that everybody's going to want to be involved in. But go to brainbustertees.com. The link is in the description box. Check it out. Get some Brilliant Show merch. Check out the podcast. If you can't listen to us live or watch us live, check us out on all podcast platforms: Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Spreaker, Amazon Music, Audible, and many more. Give us that 5-star rating and review on Apple Podcasts. I got a couple things I'm going to get into. We'll bring Hunter Hendrix here in just a second. Let's see. Announce these. Got my dude enough of... Oh, my gosh. I'm getting him on here, Chris. I'm getting him on here. Give it up. What's up? Yeah, we got all Prodigy. No apology. Let's bring him in, Hunter Hendrix.
Hey, baby.
What's up, man? We got some comments already rolling on here.
Heck yeah,
Coastal Wrestling Alliance.
I'm hot, man. I'm hot, man.
Yeah.
You know, been most anticipated episode. I'm gonna say we've been trying to get one rolling recently. Now we're here on a Tuesday night.
Why is your body so big and you're so short, Chris Phillips? That's the better question.
My body. Listen, don't diss my height, man.
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about Chris Phillips.
Okay.
I'm
All right,
not
man.
about you.
I thought you were throwing shade at me already, man. I was gonna say I just got on here 30 seconds,
I'm
man.
gonna throw some shade at you real quick. I do want to ask you a question.
What's up?
You know, I posted a clip. Turn the lights on, Chris Chambers says.
I got LEDs, man. I got more than one light. They're flashing, big dog. You think, man? I ain't gonna sit no plain lighting.
But anyway, I posted a clip of you headbutting Lucy Blade, and man, you and some dude got into it in the comments.
Oh, yeah, that Noah Smith guy, I think that's his name, Mr. Irrelevant, obviously. But so he's like some sort of like lover boy over Lucy Blade. He's some kind of fan obsession guy. He loves him some Lucy Blade. I think that's his baby girl for real. He's mad that, you know, I beat the crap out of her. He's mad that I won, bro. He's like, the only way you can win a match is because it's against the woman. Well, I mean, she stepped to me. I mean, not my problem. You stepped for me. My hand's rated E for everyone. That's all that matters. And that comes from my father, Suge White. You know, rated E for everyone, big dog. But I'm kidding.
Well, let me just say this: that dude was probably subscribed to her OnlyFans until she discontinued.
Oh, for sure. Well, I guarantee he had like some kind of anonymous name, or he might have been weird and just flat out put his real name on there. You know.
Hunter. Promo photos at 2 p.m. for IPW.
Don't worry, I got you.
Is that Impact Pro down in
Yes,
Florida?
sir. In Valparaiso, I'll be there this Saturday.
Okay, who you got this Saturday?
Old buddy of mine, Logan Yan. You know, he turned his back. He caused my faction, the faction that I created, that I built with him in IPW. He made them turn their back against me, and I helped him win a trophy that, with that trophy, you can cash in anytime you want for the heavyweight championship. And I went a solid 23 to 25 minutes with the Cali man for the IPW heavyweight championship to unify both of our belts. And you know what he does? He makes the faction turn against me, and he hits me from behind, cashes in his trophy, and beats down a man who just went to war with Cali man. So this Saturday I get my get back, and this Saturday I walk out of IPW, the new IPW heavyweight champion.
How about that? Okay. Well, this past Saturday you took on somebody that was just on the show, Mr. Jack Passion. How'd that go?
Jack was fun. Wait, you talking about this past Saturday?
Wasn't it this past Saturday
Wait,
or
no, no, no.
Saturday
That was
before?
that was like 3 weeks ago, I believe, for SWT in Pavo,
Okay, yeah, something like
Georgia.
that. I knew it was
Yeah,
somewhere
yeah,
you
yeah,
took
yeah.
on Jack.
Three
Hit that
three
like
weeks
button
ago.
on the video.
3 weeks ago, Jack. It was like 3 weeks ago, somewhat, maybe four, almost a month ago. I think it was 3 weeks ago. But honestly, Jack was a very good opponent. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna diss him. I'm not gonna diss his ability or anything. I think his rapping sucks. I think every time he comes out to rap his music, I think it's cringy and it's corny and stupid. That's just my opinion. But
He cut a pretty good, deal on here that night. Little
did he
rap.
rap on? Did he rap on here?
He did. He rapped
You
it
had
right off
no
the
what?
bat.
That's why you didn't get views on that one, bro. I'm sorry. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
there was a lot of
It's
views
okay.
on it.
Nah, probably to laugh at the rapping. I'm kidding. No, I'm
Now,
not.
do you
But
have baby oil?
do I? No, no, I don't use baby oil. Why is Chambers asking about baby oil? That's the question. All right.
I
Why
guess
is
he's trying
Chambers
to
asking?
diddle.
No, no, he he ain't diddling me, son. I'll tell you that. But no, Jack was a great opponent. It's definitely one of my most anticipated matches, I guess you could say. Like he said, he did camera for All Pro Wrestling in Pensacola, Florida. When I was just breaking in, that was like my third or fourth match or show, both probably. As me. And he came in, was doing camera work, and he said out of anyone that night, I was the best one to work that camera. And he said he believes that that company should have put the title on me that night. And I'm like, you know what? Thank you. And I was one of the first people to come up to him and actually have a decent conversation with him. And he brought that up right before he wrestled. And so I have nothing negative to say about him, but I will say I was the better wrestler. I did beat him. You could say I cheated. You could say I paid someone off. But all that matters is, listen, when you're the
Oh,
Prodigy Hunter
winning's
Hendrix,
winning, baby.
hey,
Winning's
when you're
winning.
the Prodigy Hunter Hendrix, if you win, you win. That's all that matters. That's all that matters at that point. That's all I care about is winning. So I'm gonna win at any means. So Jack, maybe one day again we'll run it back and the outcome will be the same.
Well, we got fan questions. Are you ready for the first one?
Already? Already?
Yeah, let's go ahead and jump into it. We
Hey.
got fan question.
Jump in it, baby.
Let's pop it on here real quick.
What we
Here's our
got?
first one.
Oh my God.
Hi, Hunter Hendrix. This is wrestling enthusiast Andrew Hansen here.
This
And I have a
guy.
question for you. Why are you such a piece of shit?
So why are you a piece of shit?
That's bullshit. That's bullshit, honestly. I was gonna try to limit my cussing down, but wrestling enthusiast Andrew Hansen tried to bring it up. Here's the thing. First off, this wrestling enthusiast Andrew Hansen guy, I don't know where he came from. I don't know why he matters, but I see him everywhere, and he's everywhere.
No, the
Literally for the past.
worst guess yet is still to come, Simon. It's still to come.
Hey Simon. Hey, we have a little bit of history. You work for. I'm not gonna have to say that for a little bit, but why am I such a piece of shit, Andrew? Listen, I don't consider myself a piece of shit, but when there's people like you that exist, and people like the Noah Smiths, the Lucy Blades, the different people, I have to be a piece of shit to you guys because you make me. I don't make myself. I'm a good guy. Brilliant one, I'm a good guy. We talk all
Yes,
the time.
you
I'm a good guy.
very
I'm a
much
great
so.
guy. I am a
I
great
agree.
guy. I'm not a piece of shit. But you guys make me a piece of shit. Y'all make me to a point where I have to defend myself. I have to say some harsh and crucial things that'll hurt your feelings and make you want to consider your life decisions. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say. I'm
Spill
not a
the
piece of shit.
tea, Hunter. What tea are they talking about?
I don't know what they're talking about. Maybe
OJ
we can
Diddler
maybe
victim.
maybe we can.
What's the Diddler victim?
Oh no. Okay, Simon. All right. Simon's okay.
Hold on. What's
Simon.
are you
Okay,
the original?
listen, Simon. No. Simon. You were watching this live because. Okay, listen, dude. I did not. All right. So I was gonna try to push it back a little bit to build up the suspense for it because all you guys are hyping it up, but you guys are just trying to let it fly. Jesus Christ. Okay. So obviously.
So do you want to wait or do you want to get it out?
Let me take one more serious question for somebody, and then if they keep popping it up, then I'll just go ahead and spill the beans, the tea, put some sugar on it a little bit, and I'll do the damn thing.
All right. Well, here we go. We got another question from a fan.
right.
Are you ready?
Hopefully it's a real fan. Oh shit.
Hello, Hunter Hendrix.
Oh my god.
Can you
Did I
tell
feed
us about
Taylor?
your time working at CWF and why you don't work there anymore?
Oh, you sick bastard! You a good one, brilliant one. This is why you the brilliant one. I said second question. I said let's get another question, and that was all right. Well, Simon was taking it out of me. Um, every
Well, hold on. Why do you carry a sweat towel around your neck to the ring, Joey Bosa asked. Joey Bosa finally getting active in here.
to wipe off the haters' bullshit when I'm walking out. I'm kidding. Uh, well, actually, that's actually a damn good answer. But honestly, does it make me look like I'm special? I know it does. And who can walk a towel like me? Nobody. And honestly, I can use it as a weapon too. I use it to wipe my glasses, wipe the water coming down, wipe my sweat. It's very convenient for myself. And if I gotta choke somebody out, I can just grab them and just wrench it and shit. But that's why I wear the towel. So I guess, brilliant one. I guess we're just gonna have to jump right into it.
Yeah, this is your safe place, as Sing Pit says.
All right. So as you can see, brilliant one. On a real note, when it comes to that, promotion and everything, as you can see, I got a lot of people on my side about it because a bunch of people, so to say, dislike that place, dislike the people at that place, as you can see. So it all started when I debuted for that company at a tribute show. I'm not gonna diss anything about this. It was a very good tribute show, very good cause and everything. It's for a gentleman that I didn't get to meet, but that was very close to the people of CWF, and I'm not going to knock that. I'm not going to diss that whatsoever. And then I started becoming in as a regular, like once or twice. The promoter over there, he texted me and was like, "Hey, we like what you have. We like what you are. We would like to bring you in, and we're going to start this next faction, and we would be on. Are you interested?" And I'm like, "Sure, why not? It keeps me booking. It's my second full year as a wrestler. Well, about a year and a half, going on second year. It keeps me bookings every month. Cool. I'll commit and I'll stay for a year. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. If you want to be booked, well, not really if you want to be booked. A booking coming in and out at any time at all times, but mainly for that show, they do tend to book everything out for the whole year. So if they wanted you booked in a storyline and you were like important and stuff, you'd have to book yourself out for the year because you got to stay on top of what's going on. You feel me? Um, and so I said, you know what? I'll take it. Let's do it. And I joined the group. I made my re-debut in Pensacola, my hometown. And from there, I was wrestling pretty much with the group. Every show, I was wrestling against the promoter. I was wrestling against his tag partner. And it got, you know, I was becoming better. I was becoming good at the company. And, the promoter, I guess he took a liking to me. He wanted me to just now
No,
before now
no,
but
no.
now
When
now
he
before
hold on, when he took
no
a
no no
lot,
no 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 listen no. This is when I'm finna shut it all down. When I say
are you
that,
Cassie?
this is no, he did not.
Says you
God, I
got
don't know.
three
I don't
marks.
I don't I don't know how to
He
say this
was the
without putting
party
everybody.
lady.
I don't know how to say this without putting everybody else, like somebody else's business out there. So just first and foremost, I was not a victim whatever he's doing. Um but either way, the owner, promoter, whatever you want to call him, he wanted me to stop working for JT Angel. He wanted me to stop working for IPW. He wanted me to low-key stop wrestling for New Heights, even though, in my opinion, New Heights wrestling in Phoenix Springs, Florida, sometimes in Freeport, Florida, once a year. Um, in Florida right now, around this area, I believe they have the best wrestling. Not just because of the matches, the crowd they draw, the ring they have. If you really just I'll give him a name drop. Vladimir Koloff. He was just there this past weekend where I was at. You can ask him. He's your client.
Yes,
The
exactly.
production value, the careness about the workers and how much time you have, the order of everything that goes on. It is so much. It is so professional to a crisp. We had 9 matches on this card this past Saturday, and we were done by like 9:30, I believe. I
That's
believe somewhere
amazing.
around that. Yeah, I know.
That's amazing.
In and out, in and
Hey,
out.
Chris Phillips, write down, these kind of things. Write
know.
down notes on this. All right.
But Anyways, getting off on tangents. He called IPW mud shows. He called New Heights Wrestling pretty much a mud show. Anywhere that was not his show, he called a mud show. And he pretty much wanted me to stop working for JT and probably stop working for Waylon Barley at New Heights Wrestling. Um, he said that I was a big fish in a little pond, and there's certain no, there's not certain beliefs. Everyone's great in their own aspect, and just because one pond is smaller than another doesn't mean this pond's not good. You know what I'm saying? And he pretty much wanted me to stop working for JT and call him the mud shows and stuff. And the thing is, JT Angel, you know JT Angel, he brought me up in this business. I've been with him since I was 14, 13, 14, man. Since I was pretty much going into high school, exiting middle school. I was with him since I was a child. And he's trained me since then, and he's given me nothing but opportunities, and I've always had his blessing and stuff. He's became like a pretty much uncle, dad figure to me. And he was like, you're gonna have to expand eventually. I'm like, yeah, I know that, but I'm year 2 in. I don't think these people are understanding. I'm year 2 in. How the hell am I gonna just ditch my trainer and tell him I'm bigger than him and just leave his show? You know what I'm saying? And I just was not with that. And so over time, he kept on wanting to make me leave these shows, and he was like, if you don't start doing it, he started threatening my spots. And I'm sorry, this is a long story, but it's literally everything I've
Yeah,
experienced
I've already been
with that
asleep
place.
10 minutes.
I'm
but
sorry.
that's-
I'm sorry. It's everything I've experienced with this company. And I would
I'm
share
waiting
certain
for you to
people's
get
stuff.
to the hotel room. No spots.
There was no hotel room. There was no hotel room. Now I will say I have spent the night over there.
Oh, wow.
Just because I didn't have a vehicle. I had my parents come pick me up and stuff like that. But I slept in my own room. Nothing happened. Um, but
I'm sure.
but
I mean, you can be honest.
no,
It's okay
nothing
to
ever
let it
nothing
out.
ever happened to me. Nothing ever happened to me, and I would kill him. I would kill a motherfucker. Okay, I don't really drop motherfucker like that, but I would kill somebody if they tried to touch me like that.
I
But
bet you take the M
but
out of it and the
oh
other.
my oh my God.
I bet that's what happened.
But and then one night I won the tag titles there
Oh
for
my
a
God, it's
show.
Asian Allen, the new
Oh my
trainee.
God. Oh my God, that freaking greenhorn ass mother. You know what? I don't even want to talk about that guy right now. But anyways, I won the tag titles from that company, and Simon Phillips, if he's still watching, he can actually say that this happened. Um, won the tag titles. I was 6 months into the company. It was like one of the things that's never been done. Like it was like, what's crap? I come in 6 months and I'm like already a champion. It was kind of a good achievement. And I remember winning the titles. It was a hardcore tag team match, extreme tag team match, Falls County Warriors type shit. It was me and Rob Ocho against Marshall Briggs and Jesus Christ, Nathan Sims. Those are the gentlemen. And we won the tag team titles, and I was like, heck yeah, I did this thing. And there was a bunch of mess ups in the match. He would say I didn't jump for him and stuff like that. But there's my dad.
Yeah, Daddy, you
Shug,
should have protected him. He's the
Shug,
Cassie of
Shug,
professional wrestling.
I'm not gonna confirm nor deny that. Yeah, you right. And we won the tag titles. Me and Rob Ocho did, and there was a bunch of stuff that was rehearsed before, I guess you say. I had a fear of jumping at a couple times, but I've grown out of that fear, as you can see, because I've grown as a wrestler since then. But we'd gone over a move before the show, and it was one of his main moves, and I was like, I have no problem taking that. The match comes, we're doing the extreme shit, right? Next thing you know, I'm down in the corner, and he does this. All right, listen. I'm going to kind of like break the fourth wall for a second, but if you're a trained professional wrestler and you're in a ring with somebody and you know signals, you know when to go to the next spot and stuff like that, but if you look at me and you do this, what the fuck do you want me to do? What the fuck are you signaling? Are you telling me to run at you? Are you telling me to jump at you? What do you want me to do? So I said, all right. So I just ran at him and jumped, and he kind of hooked me for like a power bomber, so to say. And then he says, swing your legs. And I'm like, you want me to what? I want a power bomb, right? He wants me to swing my legs. So I swing my legs, and he has me for like a world's strongest slam, and he finally drops me. and I kick out, stuff like that. And then he made these tables for the match. All right, brilliant one. You know
Mhm.
gimmick tables, right?
Oh yeah, very much so.
So this wasn't a gimmick table. This was a table he made from Lowe's. Um, he had like 2 legs, a piece of plywood, and like sort of some support beams under the shit. And he hit his move on me. He hit he hit like a rock bottom Uranagi to me, and I jumped, and I go to go through the table, right? You know what happens off that table, brilliant one?
What's that?
I bounce off that mug, and I do not go through it. And then he looks at me like it's my fault, and I'm like, hey, just do it again. Just do it again. And finally, him and his partner come up to me. They hit a double team move. I don't go through the table. One of the
You
legs on
exploded it big time.
one of the tables break. One of the tables legs break, and I go through and pretty much bounce off it. Anyways, after the match, we won the tag titles and everything. I come through, and he's like, he starts cussing at me. Like I just get through the curtain. I'm talking to Simon. I'm
Hey,
talking to
Moondog.
Brandon. I'm talking to Brandon Phillips. I mean, not Brandon Collins, not Brandon Collins. Yeah, Brandon Collins. I'm talking to Brandon Collins. I'm talking to all these people, and they're like saying congratulations and stuff,
Yeah.
right? I got everyone beside me, being happy. And then next thing you know, he comes through the curtain, is cussing me out, dude. I'm 19 at this time. I've never been cussed out like this before, and he's cussing at me, yelling at me, saying, we going over it over and over again. I told you to 3 times, blah, blah, blah. He was like, go to the gym, cardio, even though I was in the gym. He said,
You
cardio,
can't
stuff like
spell
that.
Jim. What are you talking about?
GYM, big dog. What kind of gym you think I'm talking about? I'm kidding.
A
But,
jumper team.
no.
Man,
But,
you Cassie.
he, he's cussing me out in front of these guys. And he's like, you know what? Matter of fact, this person's going to hold the title until I know you're worthy of it. And I'm like, okay. And he was like, this person's going to hold the title until you're worthy of it. Matter of fact, don't even touch that title. Just pretty much cussing me out and stuff like that. And I just feel all these eyes on me. I am an absent. That's insane. I feel all these eyes looking at me, and I'm like, wow. So my whole night just got ruined, and I just got cussed out for no reason, for some kind of miscommunication bullshit. And Simon actually came up to me because I was still 19 and stuff, and that's never happened. Simon just looked at me. He was like, hey, it wasn't all your fault. He's like, don't worry about it. He's like, don't sweat it. Just relax. It wasn't all your fault. I'm like, thank you. And pretty
Well-
much he kept
well-
on. Go ahead.
Well,
Go ahead.
pause just 1 second.
Go ahead.
Jesse Sampson. I bought the shirt just to say I hate Hunter Hendrix. Well, you need to buy a shirt that says The Brilliant Show on it at brainbustertees.com
Listen.
and be styling and profiling. Back to your story.
Listen, they may buy the shirts, but it puts money in my wallet either way. But Jesus Christ, I didn't forget. Okay. Anyways, he says hang on. Damn, that just threw me off. Hang on a second. But anyways, he was trying to get me to stop wrestling for other places. He was telling me, what I should and what I shouldn't have on my page. And he was pretty much I have screenshots. Oh, I have pictures of messages and shit like that.
Well, is there any you want to share on here? You could message them to me. I can pop them up here on the show if you want to. If not,
If I leave the website and everything, it'll fuck up my whole thing. I'll have to join back and all that. I tried it.
okay.
I got
We don't need to get through all
no,
that.
no,
You
no,
should
no. I
send
gotta-
that stuff to me beforehand.
I got a potential spam call earlier, and it kind of blocked out my whole camera and audio and stuff like that. But anyways, he was trying to control what I had on my own page. He was trying to tell me who I couldn't work for. And he also, Jesus Christ. Wow. Oh, he was threatening my position at the same time too. He was saying, if you don't have a decision by this, then I'm just gonna pull you out of this. If you keep doing this, I'm just gonna pull you out of this thing, and you're gonna go to the lower card of the time. And I'm like, you're just gonna threaten my position. And he was trying to pretty much be control everywhere I went. It's overall, I'm pretty sure most people have the same experience and stuff like that. Yeah, exactly what Suge just said. That's exactly what it was, and that's all I'm gonna say.
We know, you're talking about a diddler. It kind of reminds me of another diddler by the name of
Man.
Tommy Wetgin.
Oh,
Do you know who
oh.
Tommy Wedgin is? He's a diddler too. He
I know
thought
he. I know he owned DCW at one time.
he sure did, and man,
Did he
you
actually?
know, huh?
Was he actually?
Man, there's a problem with Tommy, and he. I don't know if you saw the post that I made last week
Possibly
where
not.
he cussed me out for mentioning his name on my podcast. He cried about it. He's out of the wrestling business and this and that. He has nothing to do with it no more. But he's a diddler too, and I asked him to be on my podcast, and he ain't said nothing back yet. I guess he
Well,
don't want to give me no content. Now, what's the diddler's name that you're talking about? Is it a Rowe?
well,
Is it a Ben Rowe?
well. I mean, Suge was
If you
low
don't
key
want to
already
say it, I
hinting at it.
will. I mean, I will.
Listen. Look at my eyes. Look at my eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck it. Yeah.
Talking about Ben Rowe. We're talking about Ben Rowe, the diddler.
Now, I don't know what you've heard.
I ain't heard nothing.
What?
I'm just calling him what people in the chat are calling him, diddler. I don't know this dude from Adam's House Cat, but apparently he's got
Well,
baby.
I don't know for sure if he's a diddler at all. I just know from personal experiences and from stuff that's happened. I'm glad I'm not working there anymore, because here's the thing. Yeah, they're bringing in good names. I can't diss them on that. They're bringing in damn good names. But here's the thing. He tried to control where I was working at, right? But have you seen how much I've grown since the time I've worked there? I'm booked every weekend, damn near. I've gotten the chance to meet people like you in
You've
Mississippi.
learned the formula of what
Yeah.
you had to do to get booked
Yes.
places. So he
Yes.
taught you that by taking you to the hotel room.
No,
And
hey,
now
bro.
you know
Hey,
all you
bro.
got to do is call
Nah,
up.
hell no. Hell no.
All you got to do is call up
No.
promoters.
No.
Hey, I'll do whatever it takes.
No. Fuck no. Heck no, man.
Oh, okay.
Nah.
I mean, that's just where I was reading from it. I'm sorry.
Nah. But I've grown as a competitor since then. I've grown as a wrestler since then, and I've set myself to bigger heights than when I was there. I mean, I'm everywhere every weekend. As you can tell, I've met incredible people like you in Mississippi, all over the place, and I'm being talked. I'm being talked about a lot, and I'm getting clips of me everywhere on your show. I'm here on your show right now. I got people actually wanting me to come work for them and saying good things about me. I've had opportunities to wrestle and team with Bobby Fish since then. I mean, I think
Who's
I'm doing
Bobby
damn alright.
Fish?
Former NXT Tag Team Champion, part of the Undisputed Era. Former ROH Tag Team Champion with Red Dragon, with Kyle O'Reilly. AEW, ROH, WWE, PWG.
Man, dude, I'm joking. We're just being sarcastic.
Okay.
You didn't have to go through his whole
Hey,
resume.
listen,
You should have been
listen.
reciting your resume instead of his.
Hey, listen. All I'm saying is, if someone asks me who the name is, I'm ready to deliver on standby, just because, I can say I shared the ring with that person.
Well, I'll just say this, Hunter. From the time that we met, I'll go back and tell you, like, what was it, the Southeastern Showcase?
The first one, Mr. Woody.
Woody was in my inbox 24 hours a day. Hunter Hendrix, Hunter Hendrix, Hunter Hendrix, Hunter Hendrix. And I'm like, okay, Woody. And I always listen to Woody.
Right.
But Woody was just in there, Hunter Hendrix, Hunter Hendrix. And I'm like, who the hell is Hunter Hendrix? I was joking. I know who Bobby Fish is.
Yeah.
But with Hunter Hendrix, and I brought you in, and I believe then, I left not long after that and took my 9-month hiatus, but
Right.
I started seeing you a lot around the Gulf Coast after that, and I know Vladimir Koloff, even though he don't like to speak highly of people, he spoke highly of you as well.
Right.
And man, yeah, I'm just glad that we got to meet. You got to come in, and now you're starting to move yourself into Mississippi. I know you're working big time with Crusade Pro.
Yes, sir.
You had a match with Steve O'Malley. You all tore the house down that night. I know you got a lot of things coming up with them and with other places, and I'm glad to see it because there's a presence about you that people sit there and they talk shit about you, they hate you, they do this,
Yeah.
and I love it
Yeah, I
because
do too.
that means they're jealous of you.
Yeah, that means they know I'm doing something they can't do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And Hunter, I can tell you, Bobby Fish is highly impressed with you.
I appreciate
I'm
that.
sure he is. Bobby Fish can't even spell impressed. I've seen you grow since the first time I saw you wrestle at APW in
Yep.
Pensacola. So you wrestled with Tiny, or was it Calvin?
Yes,
That you
sir. It
wrestled?
was when Tiny was there. It was when Rob Shivers, Jacob. It was when the whole Shikaboodle was there.
Oh, Rob,
Love
man,
that man. Love that guy.
bless his soul, man.
He's actually the one that let me work as myself. I was doing a mask gimmick over at IPW because that was my only booking, and Rob was like, "Hey, are you interested in coming to work? I need some workers." And
Well, JB says, Hunter, we met in Shofunaki Springs, Florida.
if you need X Springs, you know.
The first time at Impact Pro, then you worked APW in Pensacola when I was a ring announcer for them. You come a long way. Hey, JB, I got a question for you, man. I heard that I don't know if it's in August or whatever, but you're returning to television. King
Oh,
of the
no
Hill.
way.
Yeah, King of the Hill. He's Hank Hill.
Holy,
They're returning to television.
that's what I'm talking about. But no, he's right. I don't know. Hunter versus
Hendrix
Xavier
versus
was fire.
Xavier was fire.
That was my match from this past Saturday.
Okay.
It was. I had a bunch of people, come up to us and say we had match of the night, and it was definitely a freaking banger. Hey, thank you, Cody. That's my boy right there. Book
Cody
him
Blade.
for book him for announcing, ring announcing. He's doing great, and I want to give him all his flowers and stuff. But no, me and Drake Xavier tore the house down past Saturday night. I can't lie. He's has incredible ability. The way he's able to move from the ring, he's great. And it was a great match.
Danielle Thomas.
Oh, that's my cousins. That's my cousin that always came to the AWA and GCW shows. Um, she has her daughter is my cousin. Well, she's my cousin from my mom.
Is she the one that comments on stuff that Paige?
Yes, Paige. Paige
Okay.
is my little mini me. Paige is my little cousin. She's an amateur wrestler. She is a shoot style wrestler, so she can
Yeah,
drop somebody.
I saw some of the stuff because she follows the Brilliant Show, which is smart. Everybody should.
Everybody should, especially to see me. But
yeah, I was looking, and there's a couple of females down that way
right.
that are amateur wrestlers and shoot fighting in places. And I was not able to make it a couple weekends ago, but one of our fans at the GCW, you know who I'm talking about. I'm saying, she had a match. So it's always good to see these kids tearing it up, especially the females killing it in amateur wrestling and beating the boys.
And
So
shout out to
that's
Paige.
good.
I've been meaning to give her a shout out here for a while. She's my little cousin. She's my mini me, and she eventually has been joking about doing this wrestling whenever she gets old enough. And she's gonna be the protege to the Prodigy. So stay tuned for next, I don't know, 5-6 years maybe. We'll see how it goes.
Well, that'd be awesome.
But yeah, Rob Shivers, gave me my start. He asked me to come work for him, and I did. And I was like, hey, can I try something else out for the first night? Can I try be myself? He was like, try it, brother. And ever since then, I've been doing my thing, man.
Oh man, dude! Like when I first saw you, I'm just sitting here going, "Woody's telling me this stuff," and I'm just like, "Ah."
You had your doubts, don't
Give
lie.
Paige
You
a
had your
couple
doubts.
of years, and she'll be his tag team partner. Hey, that'd be great. That'd be
Hey.
great. So, but Woody kept at me. Remember to like this video. You got to hit the like button on this video. I'm fixing to break an announcement here.
This is a most anticipated episode of the Brilliant Show. All right, you need to like it. You need to heart it. You need to share it.
Humpty Dumpty's even joined in.
Humpty-
Hey, brilliant one.
You're wrong for that, the big dog.
I'm always that way. But anyway, so all right, real quick, we're on 13 likes. I need to get a couple more likes to get us away from. We got 14. All right, I'll go ahead and take it.
Hey, go ahead and bring it up to 50. Come on, guys. Come on, let's do something. Y'all
So-
wanted me, y'all got me.
Before we continue on, I got a big announcement.
All right.
All right, so we got brainbustertees.com. We got beautiful, brilliant show merch. Go check it out.
Mm.
But do you want to win some brilliant show merch?
If
If
I
you're a
was just saying.
subscriber on the Facebook, which is only 99 cents a month, that's less than $12 a year. Every month, we're going to be giving away merchandise. We'll pick a winner at the end of each month. The first drawing is going to be at the end of June here. And you get a chance at whatever merchandise is on Brainbuster Tees under the Brilliant Show, which is shirts, stickers, hats, all kinds of stuff. Not only that, so if you hit that subscribe button for 99 cents a month, you're automatically entered to win free merchandise. And we'll announce the winner at the end of the month. And guess what? We got a new T-shirt design, Hunter Hendrix. You want to see it?
Oh yeah.
You wanna see
Oh
this?
yeah. Yes, I do.
Oh, you've already seen it.
Yeah,
haven't
you don't give me a little sneak preview, so I'm just waiting for them to see. You feel me?
All right, what did you think of it when I showed you the sneak?
I
peek?
thought it was cool. I liked it, and it's exactly what your show represents. It can go very, like the shirt says, at all
Yeah,
times,
yeah.
and I feel like, and that's what makes your show great.
Well, the show goes off the rails, that's for sure. And guess
Yep.
what? What's today? Tuesday. I think by Wednesday or Thursday, the shirts will be live on the website, and this is it. The
Yeah,
British Show off the rails, baby. That is
Yeah.
the logo. So that's going to be the new T-shirt design right there. You can catch that, or you can win it. All you
can
got
win
to
it.
do,
for 99 cents.
99 cents. You waste $1. I mean, you can waste $1 a month. That's less than $12 a year. Do it. And check it out. We got some comments popping in. I got to get there. Let's see. Sam. Hold up. Is that a sleep theory
Yeah,
shirt?
it is. Hell yeah, it is.
All right, Stephen Dixon. Whoop, whoop.
Whoop,
Chambers.
whoop.
Fire.
Fire.
It's
Impulsive thought.
brilliant. Stephen Dixon says.
It is brilliant. More fire.
And then Danielle. Paige would comment and like, but she is currently on the mats as we speak.
Oh,
gearing
she's
up
rolling
for the
right now.
season.
She's rolling right now. Heck
Well,
yeah.
hey, she's
gonna
got the
kick
Brady
ass
Show
and take
support.
names. She's gonna
She's
kick
got
ass
the
and
Brady
take
Show
names.
support.
If she's got Hunter Hendrix blood in her, like she does, cause she's my family, she gonna kick ass. Simple
One
as
of
that.
my favorite people in the world, Murdo Brown. You suck, you hippie.
I'm gonna beat his ass. I hate that guy. That's why he's bald.
I
man.
love Murdo.
Honestly,
Murdo's
you know
great.
what?
How can you
Every
hate Murdo?
time I see him, I slap that big old bald head of his. Every time, just
And
slap it.
Ryan said he wanted a signed autograph from you. Are you gonna
Defund
give
Hunter
Ryan?
Hendrix. Defund Hunter Hendrix. But guess what? I'll give you a signed autograph with a signed shirt, and you get to fund that. All right.
And like I said, don't forget to subscribe. 99 cents a month. You get a chance to win the Brilliant Show merchandise each and every month. That's not just 1 month. That's every month.
Less than
99
$1 a
cents.
year.
So get it. All right. Oh, hold on. We got some more fan questions. I forgot.
Hey, that's what we're here for. Man, we can go on till whatever time you want to get off. We can go until 9, 9:30, 10 o'clock, whatever time you want to. If you have an episode like you did last night, we can go on forever, honestly.
Oh, well, JD passed out and lost the title and got too drunk. All right, let's bring up this quick. I don't know if this is even a question. This is just something funny, I guess.
Oh, come on, bro. Who sent that? Who sent
What
that?
is that?
Who sent? No, I'll ask you. What is that crawling towards me? All right. That was a man known as Nero. All right. He's a Gulf Coast regulator at IPW. He teams with Gutter and he teams with sometimes Bodie O'Hare. But
Okay, well, we got this. This is a question. It's from a great person, very smart person, as a matter of fact.
very smart. Oh my gosh. Oh, is that is Singpin?
Question for Hunter Hendrix. Do you wash your feet in the shower? Like, do you soap them? Or
See,
do you let the soap run down your body and then you scrub your feet together, like put one foot down and then use the other one to scrub it? I put the bomb hot sauce in the first.
All right. Are you gonna answer that?
So half of it cut off when he was talking. Was he asking how do I wash my feet in the shower? Pretty much. Is that what he was asking?
Yeah. I mean, he's asking, do you rub it together or do you just
First off,
do
I
you
want to know
scrub them?
why does his freaky ass want to know what I'm doing with my feet in the shower, man? That's what I want to know.
Well, that's probably because you approached him.
No, I've never approached him like that.
You
That
wanted to
man's
go to the
retired.
hotel
Why is he coming at me?
room,
No,
baby
why is that
oil.
guy? No. I owe Murdo $7? No, I don't owe Murdo nothing at all.
$7? You ain't paid a $7 debt?
Man, $7. I wipe my ass with that.
Then why ain't you paid it?
I don't owe him nothing.
Oh, well, I mean, it says right here. I mean, I got proof, receipts here. Hold on.
There's no receipt.
Will Hunter be at
That's
Crusade Pro in July?
Yes, I will. July 12th, I will be there. Actually, bright and earlier than anyone because I have a kid camp going on at 12 p.m. Called Little Crusaders. Bring your children out there. It's
Yellow
gonna be going
car, I
on.
win.
It's gonna be on. It's an inside joke. That's a game. Me and Project Brewington, Tommy Zero, whatever you want to call them. That's also my other wrestling dad. I love him to death. There's no yellow car on here, so you didn't win shit. But
7 subscriptions. Hey, Dixon, you're in there, baby. You are in there, so you're automatically ready to win.
oh,
You
he
know
might
that.
win it on. He might win that shirt, or he might
We're
win whatever
just-
he wants to win.
Murdo needs the money to buy another coat from Timu. He don't buy stuff from Timu.
Yes, he does. Come on, look at that coat, bro.
He
It's
wants
either
my
Goodwill or-
$7.
Yeah,
Tiffany says, "What's up, Hunter?"
Hello, that's one of the fans that is normal at New Heights. She's also watched me since I was a ref and stuff, so it's very good to see those people here.
Now, we're gonna get into that, but we got another fan question.
Oh no.
A good fan.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh, another
I got
one.
another question for Hunter Hendrix.
Why is he crying?
Why are you a bitch?
Well, why are you a bitch?
First off, I'm not a bitch. You see, Bree, when this is the same question that people ask why am I a piece of shit? They always ask why am I a bitch? Maybe it's about how sometimes I win. Maybe it's about how sometimes I carry myself. Do I win at the end of the day? Yes. Am I better than you? Yes, I am. So why does it matter the way I act? First off,
You're
why are
better
you
than me?
why not you, Bree one, not you, Bree one. I'm just saying in general, the people that ask me those stupid questions. You feel me?
Hunter versus Jacob Walker news after. Yeah, I got you. I
Jacob
understand
Walker's
where you're
cool.
coming from.
Jacob Walker's cool. I like Jacob Walker. He's definitely one of them grizzled looking men that can slap hard probably. But he was the one crying when he asked that question, so I think he's the bitch. Why are you in the dark on some emo shit? Dad, I got lights, man. Can you not see the lights? They're going off right now. They're not the brightest lights, but I mean, you can see me clearly, right? Like you can see me like
I can't see you. I thought I've been talking to the dark the whole night. But
All right,
hey,
bro.
it's all right. Everybody can see me. That's what matters.
my brightness up? My brightness is up all the way. There's no way you can't
What's
see me.
up, Hunter Hendrix? I'm the biggest fan. Let's go, Hunter Hendrix.
You
Tiffany
damn
is
right.
your biggest fan. I need a
Hey,
big
hey,
fan.
listen. She might have some competition on there because my cousin, Paige, she's a big fan. She's my number one fan. So
Barely
competition.
fool.
barely fool. Yeah, I'll
I
just read
see
that like
Hunter drink a Kit Kat milkshake with no straw.
bro. That wasn't true. That's not at all.
You sure?
He didn't even pay for the milkshake he had that night. That's why he needs the $7. Let's be honest. The milkshake was $7. He didn't pay the $7. He needs He
What
needs Daddy
milkshake is
he needs
$7?
listen. He needs Daddy Hendrix to pay for his stuff, and I'm not gonna pay for it.
You make Murdo call you daddy?
I mean,
Because that's what the diddler did to you too, didn't he? He made you call
no,
him
no.
daddy.
I don't eat corn the right. I do eat corn the right way. Whew, whew. I was almost cooked there. He almost cooked me. He almost cooked me. He was trying to make me say I eat. Yeah, no,
Can confirm Hunter doesn't use a straw.
bro.
Pretty Blade.
I used a straw that night, dude.
He's got his Matt Clark's got your shirt.
He
He's
does.
got
He
your
does have my
shirt.
shirt. He has one of my first edition shirts, believe it or not. So he's been
Wow.
supporting me since year one.
Do you eat peanut butter and jelly?
I love peanut butter and jelly. Next question.
What up, bitches? That's Gatto all caps. You know, I've been seeing
Who invited
Gatto
that guy?
around lately. You know, Sing Pet retired. Gatto's running around.
Where is
doing
Gato?
God
Does
knows
he
what.
just like go wherever he wants to at this
He
point?
does. Gatto does whatever he wants. And then you got Asian Allen now popping up, who's a trainer.
Yeah. Where did
I don't
he
know
come
where-
from? I want to know.
I kind of do too, because Asian Allen just kind of popped up over the last few days. He's been training, and apparently he's going to be ready by September.
Can I be honest with you?
Yeah.
He has facial simulators to Sing Pit. What if he's Sing Pit's long lost son?
No, I wouldn't
What if
say
he's
that.
Sing Pit's
He
long lost
looks
son?
much younger than Sing Pit.
Well, yes, of course.
He's got
the
much
hair
more
and everything.
hair than Sing Pit.
Yes, of course. He doesn't have a bald head. But I'm saying the facial the facial is there, man. I mean, what if he's
Facial
just a long
reconstruction. What
Yes.
was you going to say?
I don't know, but the face model, I guess you could say.
Like create a wrestler or something?
Yeah. I mean,
Or
all
he
it
copied
is.
somebody else's
Yes,
facial.
yes. It looks like he copied Sing Pit's.
They don't
means-
look alike at all.
I
I don't know where
think-
you're getting it. Asian Allen
Wow.
sucks.
You right. That guy. Listen, I don't think he's
Punk
gonna make it far.
Money-
Honestly, brilliant one.
Punk
He's not
Money
gonna.
versus Exodus.
That would be a banger.
Hunter,
I'm
why
down
do
for
you
it.
not like Jody, just Jody?
Because she doesn't have a last name and she's an asshole. Next question.
Why is Hunter so dumb?
Did he even?
Asher Andrews.
Shut up, Asher. Why Hunter so dumb? Why you got green in your hair? You want to tell you hair looks stupid?
Because it looks cool.
It looks stupid.
JD the Kraken.
What's he on?
Boy, did you see JD last night?
Man, I
God.
seen it. I seen him
Passed
pass out.
out
is what
on the podcast and got
Man.
pinned by a can. Oh, it was
Got
great
pinned
as
by a
ever.
can and lost the
I
hardcore
even
title.
called Dwayne in to do the 1, 2, 3.
No,
He don't
you
know
had that
that,
plan.
I
You
did.
knew that. You knew that can was going to roll him up.
Oh yeah, rolled him right
you knew
on
that
up.
can
1,
was going
2,
to roll
3.
him up. 1, 2, 3. Easy
All right.
pickings.
We got another fan question coming up,
All right.
and then I want to ask a question after that
Okay.
myself. Here's a fan.
Hello again, Hunter. If you had a choice between feeding yourself and feeding your girlfriend, which one would you choose?
Oh, that's easy. You feed your girlfriend.
Why does this happen? Why does it? I'm
Yeah, he
gonna
got
go ahead
pinned
and
by
stomp
Twisted
off.
Iced Tea. It's on the page here, Brian. So go check it out.
I'm gonna go ahead and stomp all the rumors out. I feed my girlfriend. All right, that's bull crap. I feed my girlfriend. We actually go out to eat almost every week, every time. We almost go to eat out of. Jesus Christ!
I
We
hope
almost
you
go out to
eat
eat.
every day.
We do eat every day, but she doesn't live with me. She lives at her house, and she's working right now. So we eat out like every Thursday, pretty much, because we go out on Thursdays and stuff. And we pick different places. Sometimes we go to Chili's. Sometimes we get Mexican. Sometimes we just get somewhere, wherever, Subway maybe. So I feed her. They just think I don't feed my girlfriend. They think I keep her locked up in this dungeon called my room. I don't.
Let me ask you this:
Go ahead, ask me, brother.
How did you get a girlfriend? Like mail order,
What'd you say?
Tinder, mail order or Tinder?
How'd I meet my
How'd you do it?
girlfriend?
Yeah.
High school.
Oh,
Yeah.
So is that why you're not allowed within 20 yards of a high school? Oh, found out something new.
That's crazy work, bro. That is crazy work, brilliant one.
No, I'm just messing with you.
That's crazy work.
I'm just messing with you. That's
Now
not
we're
a
high school
dungeon.
sweethearts.
That's a goon cave. That's a good one. Was it at Applebee's you take her to?
No, but we have ate at Applebee's one time, I believe.
He does need to wrestle at Lost Art. I agree.
I think that'd be a great time.
Such a piece of shit.
Shut up,
Your
Michael Cook.
southern accent is showing. No, no, that's not showing.
Yeah, let's not
That's
talk.
the
Let's not
trailer
talk about
park
that.
stuff. All right, so here's what I want to ask. The question, and then we're going to get to some more fan questions as well. We're
All
not
right.
done with those. We still got a couple of more left. But anyway, so let's get to my question.
All right.
When did Hunter Hendrix figure out, hey, I love wrestling? Like, how old was you? What year was it? What caught your eye?
Let's see. So first, it started with the wrestling video games. It started with SmackDown vs. Raw 2006, 2007, 2008, 2009. Well, actually, no, I lied. I was like 8 or 9, I believe it was. I think it was like maybe 7, maybe close
So
to 7.
last year?
Yeah, last year. Um, but no, I was like 7, 8, around that area, and my grandfather was on TV. Well, he was watching TV, and it's the most cliche story, but it's honestly how I fell in love with it. Um, he was on TV just scrolling through, and I think it was Friday Night SmackDown that it came on. And I was watching it. I just watched like the last bits with him, and I was like, "That's cool stuff." And then since then, we watched it every week together, and then I started liking it, and then I got the video games because I got like a PlayStation 2. So I was like, you know what? Let me get some video games. I had this old game shop called Game Addicts in Defuniak Springs, Florida, and I got all my wrestling games from there. 2006 like SmackDown vs. Raw 2006 all the way up to like 2011 and like WWE 12 and stuff like that. And so I own all the games. And I remember my first wrestler that I played as on the video game was Randy Orton. So always Randy
Great
Orton's gonna be
wrestler.
my favorite wrestler. Always, he's always gonna be one of my favorite wrestlers of all times. And I beat the crap out of John Cena. And since then, I was like, I love this stuff, and would continue to watch it over and over and over again. Then I watched some of the older stuff, like Attitude Era and stuff like that. And then I discovered there was wrestling outside of the Big Fed, like TNA. It was Impact Wrestling at the time. Impact Wrestling, ROH, PWG, Defy Wrestling, all of those good promotions. I've realized they were out there, and I started doing funny stuff. Backyard wrestling with my buddy Logan, one of the gentlemen that'll be wrestling this Saturday. We were childhood friends, and we grew up backyard wrestling each other. And I was like, I want to do this for real. Got in ties with a trainer. I'm not going to name that guy's name because he's a piece of shit, and he's in probably prison for the rest of his life because he is a really messed up piece of shit individual.
Who's,
What'd you say?
who are you talking about? Who's the piece of shit that's in jail for the rest of their life?
I don't want to give him. I don't want to give him. This is one person that
Ah,
doesn't. This is one person that doesn't deserve
the real deal,
the
huh?
fame. The fame. He doesn't deserve the fame of the name.
Is
No,
it the real
no,
deal?
no, not at all. That's another
Okay.
piece of shit. But no,
Okay.
I've never met that guy. I don't want to meet that guy. Probably never will get to meet that guy because he's in jail forever. But got in ties with a trainer, and I was like, told my buddy Logan, I was like, hey, we have this guy. We can do this. Yeah, we were backyard wrestling each other, Murdo. Shut up, bro. We were like 13 at the time, bro. Hop off my dick. Never mind. But
So you're doing diddler things now.
shut up. But and said guy got kicked out because some interesting stuff came out about him. But JT Angel, Gutter, Extreme G, and shortly after would be Waylon Barley as well, would all start to train me and all, take me under their wing. And I was training, and then I listened to someone who I wasn't supposed to listen to because I was doing up and overs in the ring and stuff. And my left side of my body made it over, but my right foot tripped on the top rope, and I went to catch myself with my arm like this, and I broke my arm. And I don't know if you can see it. The scar is very funny. Like if you're not in front of me, and I'm not showing you in person, you won't be able to see it unless I take a picture of it. But I have a scar on my arm, right here and right here when I broke my arm, and I was like 14, and I had to put wrestling on hold. And so I learned how to ref from a late great gentleman named Murray Calloway. IPW does a show for him every year called the Murray Calloway Memorial Cup. It's a tag team tournament. So yeah, it's mostly a tag team tournament all the time. He trained me how to ref, and I ref for 3 years. I refed at IPW. I refed for Combat Sport Pro. I ref for Revolt Pro Wrestling. I wrestled for Freedom Force Wrestling when it was around. I wrestled mainly for New Heights as well, and I was taking bookings everywhere as a ref. And then one day I decided, I was like, hey, I'm tired of doing this reffing shit. I want to be in there putting on a show, and refs are just important as a wrestler. If you don't have a ref, you can't have wrestlers. If you don't have a ref, you don't have a match. And so I said, you know what? I want to train as a wrestler, and pretty much it's where I'm at now. I haven't stopped since then. I don't plan on stopping. But I fell in love with it. I started watching back the old stuff and everything. So I'm a very mixed guy when it comes to wrestling. I have my tastes all over the place. But that's pretty much how I got into it. That's how I fell in love with it. And now you see me doing big things, I guess you could say, around the Gulf Coast.
Man, that is awesome. All right, I got some big news to release.
What you got,
out.
baby?
It is now official. Off the Rails t-shirt is on Brainbuster Tees.
Oh, you weren't waiting. You were dropping it tonight.
It has dropped now. Brainbuster Tees just sent me a confirmation. Go to brainbustertees.com. The link is in the description box. You can now get Off the Rails t-shirt. It just dropped. So go check it out. Man, that is awesome. I'm glad that they're dropping it. Like I said, if you want to win a t-shirt, as a matter of fact, I'll go ahead and say this. I'm going to get 2 winners on June 30th.
Heck yeah.
One is going to get an Off the Rails t-shirt. Another one's going to get a choice of their own. And all you got to do is subscribe for 99 cents a month. That's less than $12 a year. And each and every month you are entered to win a chance at free merchandise from the Brady Show. But just to let you know that it has dropped, we got shirts and stickers of Brady Show Off the Rails. So there
Tell
you
me,
go.
how good is Brainbuster Tees quality?
Here it is. Now I love it. I mean, the shirt's great. It feels good. The logo's great.
Awesome.
Yeah,
I
Brainbuster
definitely-
Tees. I recommend them 100%. And also, as far as like wrestlers, like I don't know, you do pro wrestling tees, whatever you do. I have pro
Yes, I
wrestling
do.
tees stuff too.
Mhm.
I think Brainbuster gets out a little bit more
Really?
on that side. At least that's what I've seen. I mean,
I definitely thought about opening a storefront.
Today we opened the day selling 8 of these babies today. We sold 8 of these today. Had a big morning with these. So, I mean, that was on my end. That was great to have that. So, thank y'all for everybody that bought a shirt, a hat, a sticker from Brainbuster Tees saying the Brilliant Show on it and everything. I appreciate that. And, gratitude because I try to bring you the best entertainment. Brought you all Prodigy, no apology, Hunter Hendrix tonight. And for you to support me, it means a lot. Thank you. Oh, Steven Dixon's got a hat. He's got a shirt. He loves his, man. He really does. So yeah, he's got it going on. All right, so Hunter, let's get back into it.
Let's do it.
You said 2006. That's when you kind of fell in love with it, right?
I don't say 2006. I was born in 04.
What the hell? 04?
Yes, sir.
Dude. All right. So what year did you start watching it? 'Cause I know, you definitely didn't watch it when you were 2.
No.
I started watching when I was 4.
I think I was like 7 or 8, like I said, like 7 or 8 maybe.
But you
I've been
played 2006 and
Yeah, I
Raw
played all the
versus.
games.
Oh,
All
those
the
were
games.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great games. Here Comes the Pain, stuff like that.
Here Comes the Pain was one of my favorites. All right,
Oh yeah.
we got another fan question.
What we got, baby?
Because I'm off the rails. ADHD, I'm off the rails. Shut up, Suge White says. I'm old too, Chambers. Only still any light. I know Brett. Brett.
Fine,
he's a
fine,
problem.
fine. I'll turn the real light on.
No, cut it back off because Brett is a problem. He said you didn't
Okay.
pay your light bill. That's his problem.
Oh, really? That's
Don't
what.
you give him that satisfaction. Where is your co-host? Man, he had to work tonight. He's going to be on. He'll be back soon. He had to work. Who is Jake Haynes?
Oh,
Who's
that's
literally-
Jake Capone. That is Jake Capone. That's one of the
Jake
guys that I was
Capone.
with.
Jake Capone.
That was,
I've seen him several times. He was wrestling before he was alive. Hell,
Yep.
I was training before you were alive.
Really?
The first time
Yeah,
I
I'm a
trained,
youngin'.
I was 2001, so you wasn't even born.
Yeah, Jake Capone was one of the guys that with Rob welcomed me into the Emerald Empire, and he also helped with APW. So thank you, Jake, for helping me early in my career. I owe a lot to you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, Jake. I've seen Jake and Aaron in person. You know when they was
Aaron
wrestling at
James?
Atmore's main
Yeah.
event. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Emerald Empire. I saw him at Atmore's
Yeah.
main event one time a long time ago. I actually never even got a chance to get Jake on my first podcast. So he says it's pleasure. So maybe we can work something out with Jake and get him on in the near future. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I may be wrong. I think he's going to be June 28th at Mobile. If he is, maybe we can set something up there. But all right, we got another fan question. Make Brandon turn his lights off. The glare behind him. Oh yeah, whatever. I can't turn the lights off, man. I'd be glowing for sure.
You got the beautiful screen behind you.
That's right. I got the beautiful screen, but you know you want to see something funny?
That's a good question, Ryan.
Hey, here, look. You've seen it this year, but this was 2023. You see how white I am?
Hey,
that looks like a
mean.
body.
That's
that's
a mean man right there.
Body right
That's
there.
a mean man. Is that Diego in the background?
Yeah, I mean,
oh hell no!
There too. He was pregnant then too.
Damn, he's been
every
pregnant
time
since
I
then.
look, he's pregnant.
That Diego character, he's a guy. He is some guy.
I don't know if he's a guy, but he's something. All right, let's get to the fan question. Hold on, we gotta. Your Paige just tuned in.
Hey Paige, I love you. I hope you're kicking ass, taking names, showing them how to wrestle and stuff like that. Hopefully I'll see you in July at Crusade.
He was probably thinking about hogs.
No, crank my hog, Chris Ricard. I'm kidding.
What's Brandon doing?
All right, Andreas. All right, Andreas. I want to know what the hell is an Everbird. All right, what is an Everbird? Do you know what it is, everyone? Because I don't know what it is.
I'm not even gonna lie. I don't have no idea. But let me ask you.
I don't want to know what it is.
Ryan Gale, what is your War Games dream team?
All right. There's 5 of them. Yeah, there's 5. There's 5.
That is right. Fluorescent white light or light white. That's right. Look at that. I mean, it's a beautiful picture. It is a beautiful picture. Look at that. You can't get no better looking.
Make them say, Okay, so dream team for War Games.
Hit that like button on this video right now while he's sitting here stuttering.
Right out of the gate, my number 1 favorite wrestler of all time always is gonna be Macho Man Randy Savage. That's number 1.
You weren't even alive when he was wrestling. You only
but I can go back and study him and admire him. Damn it.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah. Macho Man Randy Savage. Kenny Omega. I'm a very big Kenny Omega guy. I like his wrestling. I like all of his.
Kenny.
I liked
like
all of his Bullet Club and PWG, ROH, New Japan stuff. I loved all that.
I love New Japan. His New Japan stuff to me was my favorite.
Right, right. Number 3 would be probably Bray Wyatt. I love Bray Wyatt. His storytelling, all of everything he was able to do. I love Bray Wyatt. Number 4 would be Mr. Perfect because, believe it or not, I model myself after Mr. Perfect a lot. I love Mr.
Jake, I would be more than happy to.
Mr. Perfect would definitely be one. I just think that'd be kind of cool.
Mr.
fun.
Perfect was a very underrated person.
Yes.
He
yes,
should have
he
been
did everything with
WWF champion back in the
multiple
day.
times. Multiple
Yeah,
times he should.
and WCW champion as well.
But I will say he is one of the main reasons why the Intercontinental Championship means as much as it does today.
Yes,
For sure.
Well, 1991 SummerSlam, Bret Hart took it off him.
Right.
And Bret Hart winning that. And a lot of people, Bret Hart's a great wrestler. Don't get me wrong. I love Bret Hart. Kurt Hennig made him that night.
Right.
He made him a singles competitor. Let me put it this way. Bret Hart was a tag team specialist. He was tearing it up.
Right.
But Kurt Hennig, Mr. Perfect, launched his singles career into another level.
For sure. I've always loved Mr. Perfect. Ever since I played as him as on WWE All Stars, I learned a little bit about him on WWE All Stars, and then read about him and watched a lot of him, and he was fun. And the 5th one, myself, just to put myself in that War Games match, because who wouldn't want to wrestle in a War Games match? I think it'd be fun as hell.
I've been in one.
Like, really?
Well, it was solid steel warfare, 5-on-5.
Okay. All right.
I mean, maybe not 2 rings and 2 cages, but I'll say this: it was me and Brian Inc. against Team Stokes, and if you ever get a chance to go back and check it out, it's on my YouTube page on the Brilliant Show. Go check it out. Solid steel warfare. Vladimir Kov beat me with a belt, a kendo stick, and whatever else he had. So that was before he became a client.
Beat you.
Those are 2 different letters.
What are?
Yeah, what's 2 different letters? I don't know. I may have been drunk and not know what I said. How about Harley Hendrix?
That's Paige. That's Paige's middle name. Harley Hendrix has a nice ring to it.
Yeah, it does. Harley Hendrix is
another
great.
double H. The quadruple
like
H's.
See, Steven Dixon says that was an epic match.
It was.
Dude, when we got done with that match, I was laid out in the middle of the ring. I took everybody's finisher, and then I got laid out in the ring, beat, whatever.
Hey, you almost died at a Crusade show recently.
Yeah, I did. We'll talk about that in just a second. But anyway, I had beer and chocolate milk poured on me.
Oh, I know you were
at the end of the show.
I know you
and then
were
I had
gross.
to drive. I had to drive 2.5 hours home.
Ugh. That's nasty. That is.
Yeah.
Now I like both beverages. I love both beverages, but poured on me at the same time.
Bolt was underage at the time, so he couldn't drink a beer, so he had to pour chocolate milk on me. Speaking of the Crusade show, what do you mean you almost got killed? Why don't you explain that?
Well, you had went out there with Vladimir Koloff and Lucy Blade, and I believe it was Abel. Abel picked you up over your head, military press, and I watched you get thrown out. And I swear to God, you almost didn't get caught. You, I think, did you hit? You didn't hit the ropes first. You didn't hit the ropes first, but you went over. But God, it looked brutal. Luckily, your client caught you at the last second, but
exactly.
You
My
look like
you
look like you
My
ate crap. But you probably didn't feel it. I think That's my great aunt. She's also related to this. That is Danielle's mother.
Nick Wonder, one of the guys. He's tearing it up over at SWA. I like Nick. Nick's great. He's been on the show. We need to get Nick back on a live right here on the Brady Show. But anyway, well, hey Jennifer, how are you? Hope you're enjoying tonight.
She better
Go
come out. She better come
subscribe
out.
for 99 cents a month, and you get a chance to win a free
Always gotta
Brady
plug that.
Brady Show shirt. You need to make sure you know.
Always
You plug
marketing.
stuff.
Always marketing.
That's right, baby. You got to do it. You got to do it right. Let's look. We got some more comments. We got another fans question too.
Really.
But Chris Chambers, dream opponent.
Of all time? I guess we'll go of all time. Randy Orton. Randy Orton was my favorite wrestler since day one. And I think in my dream it may not ever happen, but Randy Orton would definitely be fun to wrestle. Definitely the knowledge and just being able to share you shared the ring with Randy Orton, dude.
Oh yeah, that would be. I think Randy Orton, and a lot of people give him a lot of flack, but Randy Orton's one of the greatest of all time.
Oh, I 100%, and he still can.
They talk about, like, they say, oh, he does the same matches, but his longevity, dude.
Literally,
he was around when I was 18 years old. I'm 42 now. And he's
dude,
still
he was
putting on high quality stuff.
He was at OVW before I was even born, dude.
No joke. There was a lot of people in OVW before you was born.
Yeah, a lot of the greats.
Yeah, Brock Lesnar, John Cena, Sarah.
Batista, Shelton Benjamin.
Yep. You know, Shelton's the reason that Brock came into wrestling.
Yeah.
They don't ever mention that much, but that's the truth. You know, Shelton won a national championship in college with Brock Lesnar. So
they both really could mess somebody up for real.
No doubt. DIY Mississippi Film Works. You're a 58 Turner? Well, you need to be in the nut house.
Nah. Brilliant one's like 27.
There you go. I'm a little bit younger, but I'll take 27. I'm 25,
okay.
Actually.
Oh. Well, I can't let you get away with just a little bit of gray. There's a little bit of gray there. Hunter Hendrix versus Shelton Benjamin.
That's for having to deal with people like, Diego and stuff.
Diego.
Yeah, you and Shelton Benjamin would have it. 04 OVW was classic. I'd say 02, 01 OVW was classic. 04, by that time, you had Cena, Orton, Lesnar, Shelton Benjamin, Charlie Haas, all of them already in WWF or WWE.
WWE.
04, what did we get? Jimmy Snuka's kid?
Huh.
What up, Hunter?
That's Danielle's husband. That's also my cousin, Bruce.
Oh, he
hello,
spells
my
it
family.
different.
Hello, all of my.
Lucifer? Is that what he is? Brucifer?
It's a spinoff of Lucifer.
Oh. In 2004, CML was the best around. Yeah, CML was good. I thought they were before. No, Brock Lesnar popped in 02. He was at WrestleMania right the night after WrestleMania 18, which was in 2002. Brock Lesnar made his debut with Heyman, destroyed the Hardy Boys and stuff.
Yep.
Then Randy Orton came in around that time. Cena came in July or June of 02.
Yep, against Kurt Angle.
Against Kurt Angle. Ruthless Aggression. And then, he went on to do Thugonomics later on in the year with B Square.
Which saved his career.
Yeah, it did. But, no, Jim Cornette and all of them were still involved with OVW when those guys come through. So, yeah, it was because 03, I think Charlie Haas and Shelton Benjamin won the tag team championships as the world's greatest tag team, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, here's Asian Allen.
Yeah.
I love Asian Allen.
He's so much better than you. I hate Asian Allen.
Hunter, how is Moneymaker Mike?
It's because Newt calls me Froggy Fresh. I don't know if you know who Froggy Fresh is, but I know who Froggy Fresh is. I grew up watching his YouTube a little bit. I don't know Moneymaker Mike. I don't have no Moneymaker Mike. Moneymaker Mike can die.
Can you lend me the
Mercedes.
Mercedes till Friday? Michael Cook says.
Maybe Blood. Maybe I can give you. Maybe not the Mercedes, but maybe I can give you the. Maybe I can give you the Audi. The Audi. You can have the Audi, maybe.
Well, Vladimir Koloff said that Hunter Hendrix is a bad example.
Well, Asian
Vladimir
Allen,
Koloff is
maybe you
correct.
should just retire right now. Vladimir Koloff is not correct.
They did. They feuded with Eddie and Chavo. That was a great time in wrestling. Like, let me ask you this now: do you keep up with wrestling now?
Yeah.
All right. Did you go back and kind of watch the 2005 deal with Eddie and Rey Mysterio, where Dominic was involved?
Dom was on a pole. Dom's cuz he was on a pole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was the storyline.
What do you mean by
'Cause-
that? What do you mean by that?
I mean, I think Eddie was really the kid, really the dad.
You think he's really his father?
Look at that dude.
Listen. Yes.
He's 15 foot taller than Rey Mysterio.
Yeah.
He looks like
you're
Eddie.
right. Yeah. Well, especially with the handlebar mustache and the mullet. He even has his own Latino Heat shirt. He does all of his moves. I'm actually year 3, Asian Allen, idiot. That's why you won't even make it a year. You won't even make it a year 2. You won't even make it
We're
1
gonna
year.
get to that question in a minute.
Idiot.
Chambers. Let me see what Nick Wonder has to say here. I found Tyler Cassidy on YouTube. Didn't know he was Froggy Fresh. Had some hilarious stuff. All right. HBK overselling Hogan in 2005 SummerSlam. I know what he's talking
Greatest
about.
moments of all time.
I'm gonna just say this, man. You can call it overselling or whatever. I still was entertained, even though I'm the biggest
Right.
Shawn Michaels fan. Who's your best commentary team?
Honestly,
Who isn't a communist at this time?
I liked
He is
Cole
racist.
and Jim Ross.
Cole and Jim Ross, really? I ain't
Well,
got
I mean,
nothing
it
against
depends.
Cole,
It
but-
depends. It depends. It depends. Actually, honestly, I like the new announce teams. I like Wade Barrett as an announcer. I love Wade Barrett as a commentator. I like Wade Barrett and
Wade
Cole.
Barrett as commentator.
I like
You
Wade
knew
Barrett and
the
Cole.
word. All right, my thing is this. HBK did make the match great, no doubt. But we
Yeah.
can't take away from Hogan and what he's given to wrestling.
Well, I mean, if you look at what happened behind that match, Shawn
agree,
didn't want to
sure.
lose to him.
Heenan
Sha-
and Gorilla, to me, was great.
Those
No
are pillars
doubt, I'm a big Bobby Heenan fan. Like, Heenan that's my guy.
That's your role model.
Exactly. But what's up, Frankie Thomas? Hey, Frankie, this is who you need to get in the ring with right here. Hunter Hendrix.
I'm down. I'm always down.
You and Frankie y'all would have one heck of a match. Frankie's great at setting and tearing up the ring. I promise you, Frankie's great. But anyway, my favorite commentary team is King and JR. I
Classic.
love Heenan and Gorilla, one of the best. Him and JR, King and JR, Gorilla and Heenan are like this.
Oh yeah, King and JR. Like honestly, I didn't want to seem too unoriginal if I said King and JR because I feel like that's everybody's favorite commentary team because I mean you look at it, no one was calling better matches than two right there.
Well, I'm gonna just say this: a lot of people talk about Tony Schiavone, and nothing against Tony Schiavone.
No.
I just wasn't a big fan of Tony Schiavone's commentary. Now, a lot of people are, and that's cool. I just wasn't.
Yeah, I mean, I like his
his stuff later on. Now I do.
yeah, I like his
I did steal
like
a
his
lot of
AW
my
work.
material from Bobby Heenan.
And
I
that's
stole
okay.
about 90% of my material from Bobby Heenan. I will say that.
And that's okay.
Tenay and West were great.
Yes,
They were.
TNA. Yes.
They were
love
one
Mike
of those
Tenay.
unsung duos. I will say it. Jim
I love
Russell, Mid-South was great. Yeah, King and JR made my childhood. So I had to
Yeah,
say, and then Gorilla and Heenan did too.
any matches you watched back then, 100% of the time it was King and JR calling it. And
Puppies. I love puppies.
or just the infamous Jerry the King Lawler scream every time something crazy would go on. I don't want to do it because I'd butcher it, but you know what I'm talking about.
No, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Do it. Why
No,
not?
no.
Tanay and West are the GOAT.
Yeah,
Tanay
for
is
sure.
very underrated. People do
Yeah.
not give him enough credit.
Not at all.
But I will say this: the reason I'm saying JR and King is because, like, dude, if you watch the Attitude Era live in '98, and I know a lot of they're going to say '97 was the start, but I'm talking '98 to 2000, and then King left. He came back in 2001 through 2002. It was legit. That was the goal in wrestling.
You know who is also one of my favorite announcers,
Yes,
like
yeah.
ring announcers, like in TN, like well, honestly of all time. That is low-key
Excalibur is
like-
not a damn commentator. He is a dude that sits there as a mark in a mask because he's
a
too
filler.
stupid to take
He's a
that
filler.
shit
Is
off.
all he is. He's a filler. Is all he is.
He is terrible. He is not a damn commentator. Damn
You know who-
AEW should be ashamed putting Excalibur out there.
But one of my favorite announcers, Jeremy Borash from TNA.
Oh, of course you'd like Vince
Under.
Russo Jr.
Whoa. No. I like his voice is like nostalgic for me from Impact when I was watching Impact and stuff. Like the only announcer there until
Tony Kimmel is a ring announcer. We're not talking about ring announcers, Ryan. We're talking about commentators, and Excalibur is the worst commentator that has ever stepped foot on wrestling.
I can agree with you. I don't really care for Excalibur at all.
I mean, what idiot fucking walks around and puts a fucking mask on to call it?
This sounds like it actually gets you heated. This sounds like it actually makes you mad.
Because I mean, this is it. People feel sorry for this piece of shit.
What do they feel sorry to him about?
Because he has to wear a mask because he's so damn ugly he can't take it off.
He
Can't call commentary. All right, here's the thing. He's one of those fanny packs. And when I say fanny packs, I mean I feel comfortable under the mask. I can let more out under the mask. Fuck that shit.
Let it out. Just let it out in general.
Take your mask off. Show your face because nobody ever knew who the hell you were anyway, and they never will.
Literally.
Joel Gertner is the GOAT. He's a ring announcer. He was a good commentary. But that's ECW. That you had to have a niche on that. Joel Gertner, I loved his, stud muffin stuff. Joel Gertner was great. And I'd love to have Joel Gertner on this show. If anybody knows Joel Gertner, get him on here. And if you're a brand, a big brand, if you like this post, I'll buy whatever you sell. I mute Dynamite. Well, you can't mute Dynamite. You just turn that shit off. It ain't worth watching anyway. There's no storytelling. All it is like acrobatics with no sense.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna just say it's about AEW, and it's a lot of people love that cup of tea. Oh, it's about the moves. No,
I like
it's about
storytelling wrestling.
storytelling. It's storytelling. At
I
the
love
end of
real
the day,
wrestling. I love chain wrestling. I love storytelling.
Talk to Joel for me because I would love to have Joel on this show because he was one of my heroes growing up. I loved his opening segments and stuff. Gertner don't count. No, Gertner don't count because Gertner, seriously.
Shut up, Asian Allen.
I live AEW. Well, you need to live somewhere else.
That's why he's not going to make it far.
Gordon
Obviously.
Solid was a great commentator. Lance Russell also. I know you don't know who these people are. They were born 3 times before you were.
I don't know who Lance Russell is.
Taz and Cole was a great. I'll say this. I was not a fan of Cole when Taz and Cole were doing it. I was okay with Taz. I I preferred JR and King on Monday Night Raw.
Right.
I respect Cole for being around as long as he's been. He's been around almost 20 years, and I respect that.
Only 3 off days.
But back then, no, Cole was not one of my favorites. Stevie Richards on Stevie Night, Heat was good. Stevie Richards was great. I like Stevie Richards. I'll go with Justin Wortham, and that's another one. Rest in peace.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I never got to really meet him in person. We talked a couple times.
He was a great guy,
Hit that
dude.
like
He
button on
was
this video.
he was a great
I
guy,
mean, he seemed
man.
like a stand-up guy that really was a family man, and his life was cut short. And
I have a great story about him. It was a small story, but
tell us.
it's a small story. But he was familiar with who I was when I was a ref. I'd see him all the time sometimes. Especially at Combat and Revolt and stuff like that. And he started ring announcing for a New Wave Championship Wrestling up there in Dothan. We don't talk about him now, but New Wave Championship Wrestling in Dothan, Alabama, in a mall. And I started wrestling up there a couple times. I was wrestling there every week, every Saturday. And Justin came by a couple times and would do ring announcing and stuff like that. And and Justin had remembered me. I didn't think he would. I sort of reintroduced myself. He's like, no, he's like, I remember you and stuff like that. And just every time Justin would speak, every time Justin would talk to you or walk up to you, he would always light up the room. You knew who he was. You knew his voice. He had a very unique voice. But anyways, after the show, after ring announcing everything like that, the old ritual after a show doesn't matter. You always go get Waffle House. If there's a Waffle House around, you go to Waffle House. All right, especially as a wrestler. Waffle House is. I love Waffle House. Just give me a hash brown bowl with chicken or Philly cheesesteak. I'm all good. And a chocolate and a peanut butter chocolate waffle, peanut butter waffle, regular peanut butter waffle, all game. But we finished that show that night. Me, Jules Bradley, Tommy Zero, I believe Damian Castle, Bodie O'Hara. Oh God, we were stacked that night. We had OG. We had a great blunt rotation team. I'm kidding, but we had a great team that night, and Justin was there. And the funny story is that we chased each other all around Dothan trying to find the right Waffle House we were going to, because there was two Waffle House within like a 2 mile, 3 mile span, or actually like a mile span from each other, like one on this side of town, one on this side of town, and me and Bodie go to one, and Justin's at the other. And we also had Aiden Pierce that night. Aiden Pierce said, "Hey, we're gonna go to this one." And we're like, "Okay." We go to this one. No one's there. No one's at the one Justin's going. And then Brock's like, Aiden Pierce is like, "No, I'm at this one." And we're like, "What do you mean?" And we haul ass to go to meet Aiden Pierce. And then Justin follows right behind us. And we get into the parking spot. We get into the parking lot. And there's like almost nowhere to park. And next thing you know, you won't believe it, we're at the wrong Waffle House again. and we pull in. I think I was driving Bodie's car. Yeah, I was driving Bodie's car, I believe. And Justin pulls in. He's like, "What the hell are we doing?" And I'm like, "I think this is the right one." And we go to walk up, and it's not the right one. And I'm like, "Justin, it ain't the right one." He's like, "All right." And then he almost hits me when I'm backing out. God rest his soul. And then we finally got to the right one after chasing each other down, and everybody was there, and I have videos on my phone, and Snapchat. I don't know if it was the one in front of Rule King. I can't remember. It was 2 years ago, man. But yeah, 2 years ago. I can't remember it really, but I have photos and videos in my phone from that night of Loki getting choked up right about it. But I got videos of Justin from that night, and we were all just talking about with Stevie Chaos and stuff like that. It was definitely a moment, and definitely something to remember. And I'm glad I got those videos on my phone, because I didn't really see Justin a lot. But every time we'd see each other, he'd lighten up my mood. He'd know who I am. He'd hug me. He'd always, tell me how much he's watching me, how much I'm tearing it up. And the last time I seen him was when I started going around the DCW. Literally, I think it was the DCW show, I believe. right before the night he passed away, because he was at that DCW show, and I think he had to drive to go to work the next morning, and so he had to be there early, and he had to be there, and we had left, and then that next morning I woke up because me and Bodie did turn and burn. We went to Mobile, went back to Defeated because it's not that far of a drive. It's 2.5 hours, and we go to do the show. You know, hug Justin, say see you, man, and then next morning I wake up around like 9:30, 10 o'clock because we had a show that day as well. I think we had like an IPW show today. I can't remember. I really can't remember. But I wake up, I see Facebook. I believe the first person post was Lucha Lacora. I see it on Lucha Lacora's Facebook post, and I'm like, dude, you gotta. I don't really drop, but I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me, dude. There's no way this is real. And sure enough, started going around, started being all over the place, and I finally shared a couple posts about it. And it sucked because knowing you had just seen them, like I can't remember if it was the night before or a week before, but I'm more than sure it was the night before.
Dude,
But
I'll say this. I don't mean to interrupt you, but
no, you're good. You're good.
I never met Justin. Like, I never had a face-to-face, shook his hand or anything because we never worked the same show. Eventually, I thought we were going to because when I was owner of AWA, I was looking at bringing him in after Joey Ghost died.
Right.
When Joey, that hit me hard. Joey hit me very hard, and because me and Joey had a lot of good moments together and whatnot. But I was going to reach out to him, and I remember we had talked. It was a couple of texts. So I never really got to know the guy, but I felt a connection with him at the point when we were talking. And then, like, I heard he passed away that morning. I was like, what happened to Justin? And people were telling me, and I'm just like, dude, I mean, I don't like I said, I never met the guy.
It didn't feel real.
Yeah. Well, I met the guy. I never met the guy. I never even seen him in person. Like, I was never even in an event he was at. And it was just like when he told me, my heart sunk to my stomach. And I'm just like,
It's like because
wow.
these people are well known around the area we work in.
Yeah.
And they're actually really closer to you than what you think. Like, you may think they live hours away, but really they could live like right down the road from you, like an hour away at most, and shit. And when you hear about someone that dies from that close, you're like, wow, that's right down the road. That's right next door to me, pretty much. And
Yeah.
it was definitely shocking because knowing him and then realizing how close he really was. It's not a fun thing to see. It's not a fun thing to hear about, and it sucks every time someone passes away from the area.
Well, Chambers has something to say.
What does he have to say?
I
Yes,
remember the Checkers stop.
that Checkers was a great night. It was NWA. Was it Hard Times? I think it was NWA Hard Times first time.
Yeah, it was. It was the one Zane was on, right?
Yes. Zane, Justin Overstreet, and I think Kelly Clark were all on that one. Yes,
we need to get Zane on here. I know Zane's
I
done
love Zane. I love Zane.
Zane did, a podcast for me back when I owned AWA, and we did it, and it never got released. I may need to release that, but I need to get Zane back on because me and Zane's got a lot of things we need to talk about. I saw him at Combat Sports Pro. First time I'd seen him since the AWA thing, man. Like Zane, great guy, and he's always giving good advice. Yes. And he gave me a good compliment the time that we, did the podcast. He's like, man, it was good talking to somebody that knows how to talk. and I took that hard. No, you don't.
It's great that you bring Zane up because I just seen him this past Saturday at New Heights. He surprised me. Well, it shocked me because I didn't know he was going to be there. Look at this,
Hunter. Somebody finally chimed in.
It only took you an hour and 35 minutes to get here, and now you're going to talk. I'm not even going to take the time to speak to her.
Now,
because
who did you say that Noah, what was his name, Smith?
Noah Smith.
He is upset with you, Lucy Blade, because he can no longer subscribe to your OnlyFans.
And he's upset at me because I beat the crap out of you. So make something right with him. I don't know what you got to do, but just make something right with him. Get him off my
Humpty
case.
Dumpty saying hey to everybody.
But no, I just seen Zane this past Saturday, and I didn't know he was there. But Drake had talked to me. He was like, "Hey, excuse me, there's this guy named Zane here. I don't know his last name." And Drake doesn't really know anyone from this area. He's from South Florida. But he was like, "Hey, there's a guy named Zane here. I don't know his last name." I was like, "Stevens?" He was like, "I don't know, but he said he's here. He used to wrestle and stuff like that." Okay, I'm like, "Okay." Um, and I'm sitting down. Read my phone, and sure enough, Zane Stevens texts me. He's like, looking. He told me I was looking good in my match. He told me, me and Drake Xavier tore the house down. We had a match of the night, and he told me that I'm doing good. And I'm like, I didn't even know you were here. I was like, hey, meet me at my merch table. I'll be around in just a second. And he was like, I'm on the way. And we talked. He told me I had a match of the night. He told me to keep up the good work. Looking good out there. And he just gave me some advice. Like we texted today. We were texting today. And he liked the reasoning of the reason I did a headbutt in that match. And he just, Zane gives great advice. And Zane's a great guy. He actually helped me a lot with Cam Thomas in New Wave, about right when I started. I wrestled him once, and I wrestled Cam Thomas once, and when I tell you, when I wrestled someone for the first time, I was never as fearful as I was with Zane Stevens, because we had the spot, we sat in chairs, we faced each other, and he was like, hit me, and I'm like, all right, grabbed him, forearmed him, right? He grabs me, brilliant one. He grabs me, and two words that I heard, and I was like, "Oh shit!" And then it happened. But he grabbed me. He whispered in my ear, he was like, "Stiffen up." I said, "Huh?" And then, boom! Right there, I get rocked with a forearm, man, like right there, and it made one of them, one of them good smacks, right? I watched the video over and over again. I'm like, that was my jaw that made that sound. And Zane Stevens taught me from that day on how to work stiff safely and how to work stiff and make it look believable. And since then, I've incorporated, some of that, especially my strikes and the way I grab people. So, Zane, thank you very much for all the wisdom you've given me. Thank you for the tips. Thank you for the pointers. And I told him when I texted him, because he's a big golfer, I told him we're going to have to play around the golf a couple times. So, Zane, love you, man. Thank you very much.
Dude, Zane, like, he makes everything look brutal. I mean,
Deadly,
looks
dude.
Like, it is absolutely just like, you cringe sometimes, not in a bad way. But what I mean is, like, you're cringing in, like, God, I know that hurt.
Dude, it's literally more brutal than some of the stuff you see on TV. And he makes it look so good, dude. He makes it look so good, and like when you realize it, you're like, it's the way he's able to do it, and like, some people are just gifted like that, and Zane is definitely one of them.
He is one of them. I like Zane. Zane, to me, he's always been nice to me, and I've enjoyed it. Sam, Brandon is. I tried to bring him on. He retired.
Literally.
He really did.
He retired.
But I can tell you this right now, Sam. I'll go ahead and put it out there. What was the thoughts on his match with Steve O'Malley at Mississippi Run? We'll talk about it in a second. I'll talk about Sing Pit real quick. He retired. I will probably have Asian Allen on the podcast before I have Sing Pit. The Sing Pit, as soon as I hit him up, he goes, "I'm retired." You know
what Sing Pit he started doing since he's retired? You know what he is now switched over to doing instead of being a wrestler? Heckling in crowds. That's what he started, because the week after he retired, he watched me wrestle Bobby Fish, and he was heckling the entire time. He was heckling. He's now one of them guys, Brandon Turner.
Yep, he is.
He's now one of them guys. And then Asian Allen spawns out of nowhere. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. I really think you should have Asian Allen on this show. because I really
I'm
need
looking
you.
at AJ
I
now.
need I need
Well, I
this.
can't
I
get
need
Cena
I
yet. He
need to see.
retired. He's not gonna come on.
I don't care, but I need to see the similarities. I need to be able to tell you. I need to be able to tell you to your face that they're the same person, or he's at least a descent of
Yeah,
syncing.
I think he may be kin to him. All right, Zane Stevens versus Toby Farley. Yeah, I saw that video, that match, and that was brutal as hell. That really was.
Dude, I've
Zane's
heard a lot
great
about.
with advice and a great person. Yes, he is.
I've seen a lot
Hunter
about Toby
Hendrix
Farley.
eats peanut butter and jelly the long way. We already know that.
No, I don't. How do you even? Can I be honest though? Can I be honest?
Match was
So
ass.
what are we talking about? Peanut butter jelly the long way. Is it bread? Like, how can you eat peanut butter jelly the long way?
Send that to me, Lenore.
Does she got the Toby Farley match on with
Yeah, I
Zane
think so.
Stevens?
Scene
I wanna
Pet
see it,
has
too.
has grown on me. If he wasn't retired, I'd be a fan for sure. Well, he's retired. He's
I
took
don't think
himself
he's
out the
retired.
spotlight.
I
He
think he's
has.
lying. I think
Look,
he's lying.
when is a wrestler lying about retiring? I've never heard a wrestler lie about retiring.
Lie to me
When
again.
you-
Lie to me again, bro. You won.
I mean, when you say as a wrestler, I'm retired, I never see you again.
Yeah, and guess what? They come back like 7 months later.
7? You're giving them that long? I say
Nah,
about
nah,
2 weeks.
Yeah, literally.
I mean,
The longest I've heard is 2 months. What?
I was at one of Zane's first matches, Matt Clark. Retired, Sing Pet says.
You're not retired.
Your mom.
No, your mom.
I have a lot of zone matches or Zane matches.
Zane matches.
Zane matches.
She has a lot of my matches recorded too. If you want the Hunter Hendrix vault, go to her.
Yeah, well, Lenore, just DM me on that and we'll talk about some of those matches and maybe feature some of your stuff on the British show. Mark Henry. What the hell's that?
What that got to do with this right now?
Michael Cook's got his first match on VHS. I don't know. Mark Henry just popped up. Do you know Mark Henry?
I don't
Goldberg
know. I
was
know Teddy
retired.
Long.
No, Goldberg has never been retired. Goldberg never said he was retired.
He just
Goldberg
was
just
gone.
goes to doing TV shows and then shows up on Raw. 7 months is very generous.
He does TV shows?
He did some show about cars or something.
Honestly, I don't see him anywhere, even after wrestling. Like, after wrestling, he's gone for a while. I don't see him anywhere.
Solomon Jacket is a must. Who the hell's Solomon Jacket?
Dude, what is Chambers yapping about, dog?
I don't know. He probably in that. He's probably in the nursing home eating his bread pudding.
Eating bread pudding, high
My
off the
son is
medication.
built like a stump. That's his nickname, Stump. We're gonna start calling you Stump Hendrix.
No, you ain't, big dog.
I
Yeah,
like that. It's kind
Bro,
of
you went. I thought you were on my side, man.
I
thought
am
you were
on
my
your side, but
No,
Stump.
you proved me
That's got a
wrong.
ring
No.
to it, baby.
No. That comes from wrestling enthusiast Andrew Hansen. You're gonna listen to that guy? He's a self-proclaimed
that
wrestling
guy is.
analyst. He's a Jesus Christ, I can't speak. He's a self-proclaimed Mark Henry. What does that have to do with right now? Oh, the retirement stuff. Okay.
Mark Henry seen a retirement. Ain't no.
Remember we were talking about the retirement stuff, like people retiring, and Mark Henry said he would retire, and the same night he just obliterated John Cena.
Oh yeah.
Look, you done got Newt started. Stump Hendrix. Thank you for starting something, Andrew Hansen.
Look, all you gotta do is tell Newt that he's got bootleg footage and he goes nuts.
He looks like the type of guy, man.
Oh, I got. Hey, don't post that bootleg footage up, or I ain't got no balls. But you better not post no bootleg footage. Watch the real footage. Oh, fan question. Shit, we forgot about it. Let's get to that. Here it is.
Oh yeah.
Another question. This
Oh, my
one's
God.
serious for Hunter Hendrix. Do you wipe front to back or back to front?
Oh my God.
What is it?
I'm
the
not,
truth
dude.
now.
I'm not. Fuck it. Back.
Do you wipe back? to
Wait.
front?
I'm trying to realize how I do it. I'm trying to realize.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Come on. We gotta hear this now.
I'm trying to like visual. I know how I do it. I know how I do it. I'm just.
Hendrix, who's your biggest hater?
Who's my biggest hater?
They call you Crumble Cookie Hendrix.
People call me that?
Stump Hendrix.
Bro,
That's
shut
what
up.
Danielle said.
Shut up, bro. Who's Cookie Crumble Hendrix? Who's the biggest hater, bro? Do I gotta pull up on him?
Another great question. That is true.
Oh, front to back, front to back, front to back, front to back, front to back. Yeah.
Standing up. He wipes standing up.
Nah, you gotta lift the cheek off the thing and then Come on now, y'all overthinking this, wiping process.
All right,
man.
we got one last fan question, okay? Because it kind of got out of hand. We're gonna have to start wrapping up here soon. We've been on the air for 3 hours and 45 minutes. I cannot believe this.
It says an hour and 45 minutes.
It feels like 3 hours and 45 minutes. But anyway,
We just yapping.
Zach calls you Crumble Cookie.
It's because I got a crumble cookie on the way to Indiana. Crumble cookies are good, bro.
They really are. Like, dude,
I had a big like.
I know they're expensive, but I'm like, people are, they're too expensive.
I mean, the one singular
worth
cookie, it's only like $4. One singular cookie is only like $4. That's okay because it's a big ass cookie. Sometimes
And
it's the whole cake.
It's worth it.
Sometimes it's the whole cake. It's worth it. Oh, show.
It really is.
I had a cookie dough one. I had a cookie dough one on the way to. I think it was like a peanut butter cookie dough or something. Man, whew.
Sing Pet is a journalist, but he's also retired.
No. The last thing we need is Sing Pit as a freaking
Nothing
analysis.
compared to the tension between you and your old hairline. Oh, Sing Pet didn't have a hairline. What are you talking about?
He don't have a hairline.
There's no hairline there. Oh,
It's just-
Crumble Cookie is good. Yes, it is. All right, so we got one more fan question, and then I got to do word association.
Okay, word association. What's that?
You'll find out. I know
Okay.
you're. What was that? Florida.
Oh wait, is it like say a word and then Okay.
Yeah. Lucy Blade is as dull as her blade. Is what?
It's actually Alabama education. I'm nuts.
Yeah,
It's
whatever.
even worse.
That is true. All right, here we go. Last fan. Look at this fan. Nice
What
looking
the fuck
fan.
is
huh?
that?
That is a fan. That is a. He buys tickets to a show.
That's Sing Pit. That's gotta be Sing Pit.
No,
Look at that
no,
thing.
this
That
is
thing
a-
Sing Pit.
This is a front row ticket buy.
You gonna lie to me and tell me that's not Sing Pit right there?
All right, look, you got to listen to these videos. They got questions. Are you ready?
Go ahead.
2 more questions for Hunter Hendrix, and I'm done. What is your favorite WrestleMania, and what is the last 4 of your social security number?
Favorite WrestleMania, honestly, will have to be it's a tie between WrestleMania 25 and WrestleMania 20.
And what was your social now?
6785.
What else? There's more numbers than that.
Well, you're stupid because the first numbers would be 2, and then the first one numbers would be 3, and then the middle ones would be 2, and the last one would be 4. I gave you the last 4. You ain't getting the 5.
I need that. We'll talk about that off air.
You ain't gonna get a.
Thank you, Lenore. Thank you. 5309. 6785.
Bro, people. I think Chambers actually leaked his real one, bro.
Look at that. Oh,
Chamber-
shoot. I'm going to put the. What was that? 5309?
It's 5309. This dude, bro gives zero.
All right. Look. We got all the questions out here.
Word association.
Yes, word association time. Now, if I'm not mistaken, you told me earlier in the night. There it is, right there. Social security number is that right?
He forgot the 2 in the middle.
Ah,
That's not a correct social security number. Stop trying to scam, Chambers.
can I get your card number, CVV, and expiration date? Hey, that's all you need, really.
Hey, you also need a
you
zip
see how
code
that
though.
CVV number?
Don't forget.
you got it all.
Hey, on God, and you gotta have the zip code too sometimes.
Let me ask you a serious question.
All right.
Did you know that bees ejaculate themselves to death?
That what?
That
What'd you ask?
bees ejaculate themselves to death. I know you know about that.
No, I don't. What?
My hero
That's
told me that.
who told you that?
My hero.
Vladimir Koloff?
No,
Bobby the Brain Heenan?
no, Theo Vaughn.
You a Theo Von guy?
Oh, I love Theo Vaughn.
I love Theo Von.
Theo Vaughn's the greatest. Like
I like
think,
Bert Kreischer.
Yeah, I do too. But Theo Vaughn, I sometimes think he's not trying to be funny.
Sometimes I think he's just saying whatever's on his mind.
He said somebody tried to steal his patio, and I can't remember who the guest was. He looked at him and goes, "Like, yeah." He says, "Yeah, they come and took our patio. We were on the second floor." He's like,
Oh, I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think of one of my favorite things that he said before. He said some out of pocket stuff, but
all the knowledge is on the Brilliant Show for sure. All right. Word association, since you can't think, you didn't graduate. That's fine. You know, nobody blames you for living.
I graduated. What do you mean? At least I graduated on like most
all right,
Alabama
we're not
people.
gonna tell lies on the show. Only
My
facts.
diploma is right here.
All right. First off, you said you worked for DCW, right? I mean, I
Yes.
could print out a diploma online.
I have 3 of them. I have my hard wooden one. I have my one that comes in the foldable, and then I have my card. You can't fake that, baby.
Yeah, you can.
No,
Anyway,
fuck no.
all right, let's get back to this. DCW, you work for DCW, correct?
Correct.
All right, so
Couple
here's
times.
the word association.
Okay.
Did you get paid?
Yes.
I mean, I didn't answer my question. You said yes. I didn't hear dollar signs.
Oh, you want to know how I got paid?
Yeah, 10,
Oh,
5,
40.
10, 40? Oh, man, you just pissed off all of them damn students. No. They're sitting there tearing their, well, they ain't tearing their ring down, but they're sitting there working that show and they ain't get paid shit. You just tell them what you paid. Oh, damn. Oh, you just pissed off a lot of people, son. Oh.
You asked me dollar signs.
Word association. $40. You motherfuckers ain't get paid shit. They got paid $40.
Hunter Hendrix did.
Hunter Hendrix got paid $40.
Oh,
At least I have lights in my room. Jace, I'm gonna tell you this, dude.
oh.
You're a great guy, but you lied. You lied to me. You said you was not gonna watch tonight.
He is here. He is here.
Focus, man. I do need to focus. There is no doubt.
How bad? That was
The Giggles
that was
Pit
some
Party.
shit.
Yeah, Jace Miles. I started calling him. His new nickname is Giggles.
You know, Brilliant One. I just find it funny that you were like you said dollar signs and you started throwing numbers out and you're like 10, 15, 5, and I just gave you at least I
You gave me a
gave
high
you
number.
for,
You gave me a high
that.
number.
Yeah. You weren't expecting it, were you?
No, 40? Hell no. Hell, the only person that gets paid there is Scott Armstrong. And then if you talk shit about him because he's somebody's trainer, like he's something special, this motherfucker's getting paid. And do you think he gives a shit what they're doing? No. As long as that money comes in, he's coming to DCW. Once that money stops, he's out. So, out of all the people at DCW, I can't name but Hunter Hendrix, Scott Armstrong, and Jack Passionate get paid. After that, Jack didn't agree or
And
disagree.
that-
So I think-
And I didn't even ask for that. I didn't know how much they were gonna pay me that, and I was surprised they even gave it to me. I was like,
oh, so you didn't go in there with a deal.
I
You went in
think
thinking,
I think-
hey, I'm not getting paid tonight, but I'm gonna get some exposure.
no,
on
I think
TV
I
at 2
think
a.m. in the morning.
maybe I had set a price or something, and they matched me at something. I can't remember, but
Well, your price everywhere else is $15. How did you get paid $40?
that's not my price.
Anybody that wants to book Hunter Hendrix, he's $15.
No, I'm a man. I'm not gonna say that.
He's
That's fine.
stuttering.
I'm not.
Billy Madison is stuttering.
I'm a hoe, but I'm not a cheap hoe.
I'm gonna wrap this up in a minute, scene pet. When you wrap up that baby oil at the Diddy party.
Man, we gotta do this word association thing, man.
Yeah, we do. All right, we gotta
get on back on
5
track.
minutes. We got less than 5 minutes. So I'm gonna do Jace. That's Danielle. Jace Miles called the
Yeah.
in our house. Okay.
That means you got a dump truck.
You should
They-
really keep-
they-
you should have
they like
took a
his butt.
picture of that $40 because honestly, you're probably the only one that's ever got paid out of there. And you know what? If you don't want to give content to somebody, you don't have to be a bitch. Throw a set of balls. But I forgot worms don't have balls. All right. He's probably 50. All right, so here we go. Word association. I'm going to give you 2 more people, and then we're going to get out of here.
Okay.
Vladimir Kov. Now, Zane, you're great.
Respect.
dude. We need to get you on
Respect.
here.
Respectable.
Yep, that is true, Nick Wonder. That is very smart.
It wasn't
could've
fake money.
been-
I used it for gas and Buc-ee's that night. It wasn't no
It
fake
could have
money.
been AC money.
Hey.
You know, you own an AC company, you don't even have an AC in your building, except for your little tent that, you know, whatever. Anyway, come on, we got to get
Crazy.
this over. I got to cut clips.
I said respectable. Word
Can you
association.
spell respectable?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. All right. Where are you going to be this weekend?
Valparaiso, Florida, Impact Pro Wrestling.
Can you spell that?
Valparaiso, Florida?
Yeah.
You want me to spell it right now?
No, don't try because we ain't
Okay.
got but 3 minutes. I know it'll take you forever too. All right,
No, it
so
wouldn't.
you got that this weekend. Plug all your social media. The floor is yours. Plug anything you want.
Follow me on Instagram at official Hunter Hendrix. On Facebook, Hunter Hendrix. Pretty much just like my page. Follow me, add me, whatever you want to do. I'm on TikTok, but I don't post on there. But it's the Prodigy Hunter Hendrix, I think it was. Mainly Instagram, official Hunter Hendrix. Facebook, Hunter Hendrix. YouTube, official Hunter Hendrix. And all my matches are there. So yeah, where you see me everywhere, which is Instagram and Facebook, that's where I'm mostly on. I have Twitter, I have all the other fun stuff, but I don't use them that much. Mainly YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Hunter Hendrix, official Hunter Hendrix, and the Prodigy Hunter Hendrix. All
Awesome.
Prodigy, no apology.
All Prodigy, no apology. Remember to subscribe to the Brilliant Show right here on Facebook. It's 99 cents a month. That's less than $12 a year. And you're going to get a chance to win free merch each and every month right here on the Brilliant Show on Facebook. Hit that subscribe button, 99 cents a month. We're going to have Quasi Melandro on here tomorrow night, one of the rising stars. She is taking over independent wrestling around this area. But thank you for joining us. He likes peanut butter and jelly. We'll see you tomorrow night right here on the Brilliant Show. Have a good night.
Lights blaze bright, it's a glorious sight. The champ of the mic owns the night. With a mind so slick and a suit so clean, he's running this ring like a wrestling machine. From gold-plated deals to jaw-dropping schemes,